With what happened in today's news, it now seems like this might be very important. It's this single line from the president at the end of him going back and forth with Republican lawyer Cleta Mitchell. Listen.
We had ours magnified out. So each one magnified out.
I've watched the entire
thing. But nobody can make a case for that, Brett. Nobody. I mean, look, you'd have to be a child to think anything other than that. Just a child. I mean, you have your never Trumper U.S. attorney there.
I mean, you have your never Trumper U.S. attorney there, he says, as Cleta Mitchell comes back into the conversation, starts talking over him. You have your never Trumper U.S. attorney there. What's he talking about there? U.S. attorney is a federal prosecutor, right? U.S. attorneys in Georgia were all appointed by Trump. But he says one of them is a never Trumper. This call by the president was on Saturday, 2 days ago. The president telling Georgia's election officials that they need to change the election results to make it so that he won or else they're doing something criminal. That's the threat from him, that these state officials might find themselves criminally charged if they don't generate counterfeit election results that say that Trump won instead of Biden. Well, who would bring those criminal charges? How is the president expecting to carry out this threat? How does he want these state elections officials to interpret that threat? When he's telling them, you're liable to criminal charges unless you do this, who does he want them to think is going to charge them? It's left unsaid. But in that same call, the president sort of randomly, sort of parenthetically, throws out a complaint that, in his words, a U.S. attorney, a federal prosecutor in Georgia, who he himself appointed, is somehow a never Trumper. That was 2 days ago. Now today, suddenly and without explanation, the U.S. attorney for the Northern District of Georgia has just resigned without explanation. He had reportedly previously said that he would stay on the job in Georgia until Inauguration Day, but now he has unexpectedly stepped down